Arizona Representative Paul Gosar has moved on from routinely just licking Donald Trump's boots to just trying to stick the entire thing in there. And the form that came in is that he's sponsoring a new bill, okay? Is it a bill to help people who are struggling economically or something? No, of course it's not. He wants to put Donald Trump on a new $500 banknote. That's what he wants to do. It is the Treasury Reserve Unveiling Memorable Portrait Act, which is a minute's worth of thinking about how to get it to spell out the Trump Act of 2024.
That is way more. Treasury Reserve Unveiling Memorable Portrait.
Gosar, you are a pathetic little worm. You're a politica cuck. You're enthusiastically a politica cuck. Like, you can look up to politicians or whatever, but this is sad. This is kink level stuff. What you're doing, and again, not to kink shame. Just admit, say it's your kink, and then I'll be fine with it or whatever.
No, but John, we have Trump derangement syndrome. Remember?
Clearly, we have Trump derangement syndrome. He's doing the Trump act.
Hey, I'm glad you're here. Listen, in order for the damage report to keep on going, we need viewers like you to become a member on YouTube. Can you click the join button on YouTube today? Thank you.
So here's what he says about why we need a $500 bill, which is definitely the sort of bill that you do when you're a populist and you care about the regular man. You think there aren't enough huge denominations for me. He says, as Bidenflation continues to devalue our currency, it's greedflation. Corporations are screwing people over. Gosar doesn't want to do anything to stop them, just to be very clear about that. The issuance of $500 bills featuring President Trump by the Treasury offers several practical advantages. The idea of bringing back the larger denomination has Gosar banking on it to empower Americans with the freedom of more tangible options to save and exchange goods and services. Yeah, I've just been so hampered by like, how many hundreds I have to have in a stack, and then like the rubber band snaps and my hundreds fly into the air and blow away down the city street and go into the sewer, and it's just impractical. I need a $500 bill is what I need. But anyway, it's real. Here's the bill. You can, it's a real, that's what he's spending his time on. There has not been a $500 bill since 1969 because people didn't use it because that was crazy. $100 bill is the largest US bill and currently in use because, first of all, who uses cash and who has that much cash and what the hell is going on with their life? But anyway, some people have had fun with this. Here's a elongated muskrat who gave a suggestion what it could look like, fitting that it's orange. But I want to go to Brett Ehrlich, who has provided some mock-ups of what this could look like. And I think you could go with the realistic look. Oof. I think that's not bad. Yikes. I think that you did too much of a glow up on Trump to make him look artificially hot, Brett, so dial it back a little bit. And then you have the more realistic sort of like graphic art in this one, which I could see that actually. It's got sort of like a Rocky, like under Saddam Hussein sort of feel to it. I think that could work. I'm signing on to Paul Gosar. I don't know and I don't want to know.
That's just like a little bit of lunch, which is very.
Did you see the video of him foaming at the mouth while giving a speech?
That's right. That's right.
So maybe it's the foam. I don't know.
Well, what's interesting about this to me is that we're in a time where the right is claiming that we live in a banana republic. We live in, a third world country because the president is a convicted felon now. And it's like, no, man, that is, first of all, this country joined the entire Americas when Donald Trump even started running for president. We have a celebrity billionaire. Are you kidding me? But the other thing is that, so-called third world countries, global south countries, because their inflation is so wildly bad, issue these bigger notes, which I think is really funny. So it is almost fitting. We don't need a $500 bill. People don't even use cash anymore. But surely, and this is thanks to being the global hegemon, our economy actually is incredibly strong. And we don't need a $500 bill in circulation because it has not been devalued the way that Gosar thinks. But it is funny that were we to devalue it, Trump's face should be on it because that is sort of like the emblem of like a country whose economy has been destroyed and like the banana republic that they claim we are.
First of all, this time has been very tough on the store Banana Republic, which they've been through a lot. But anyway, I wonder how big of a stack of the Trump bills you'd need to make what he owes E. Jean Carroll.
I know.
What he owes New York for his fraud case. That would be a lot of his bills. Anyway, Gosar, you sad, creepy little worm.
Creepy little
You're just the most pathetic sort of guy. The right loves to talk about how we need men back. Dude, look at your people in politics and media. Yeah, maybe we do need men back because he ain't got any. Thanks for watching our video. Did you know that you can support our show by becoming a subscriber? Just click the subscribe button and also ring the bell so that you get notifications when we're live or when we post new content.